131B Main Street, Sackville. Spaces are limited to 6 participants and registration is $80 per person. To register, you can email info@artwithren.ca or check out their website, artwithren.ca, and complete the Reserve Your Spot Google form.
The time is 9 o'clock. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello, this is Clinton Davis reporting for your local CHMA News here in Tantramar. Today, Tantramar's newest park is getting recognition from across the province. Quarry Park in Sackville has been featured as one of New Brunswick's best parks on CBC's This is New Brunswick podcast, where panelists were asked to choose their favorite parks across the province. But first, the Mayor of Tantramar is asking residents to keep those affected by Tuesday's fatal collision in their thoughts. In a statement released yesterday morning, Mayor Debbie Wiggins-Caldwell addressed the crash on Route 16 in Melrose, saying the municipality's thoughts are with everyone impacted across our region. She also said, quote, "Any loss of life is a tragic event. 3 people have passed away as a result of this accident, including first responders. A large number of first responders, including Sackville RCMP detachment members, responded to the scene after this incident occurred." Mayor Wiggins-Caldwell also thanked emergency crews for, quote, "the care, courage, and dedication they show in keeping us and our communities safe," unquote. She also encouraged residents to, quote, "hold your loved ones close," unquote, as the community continues to process what she described as a profound loss. CHMA reported yesterday that the collision closed Route 16 for several hours while emergency crews responded and investigators examined the scene. And in other news, Sanjeev Surpal is a doctor accused of sexually assaulting patients in hospitals in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, specifically Tantramar. Last week, he once again delayed his plea regarding the Sackville case. 39-year-old Dr. Surpal was scheduled to appear in Moncton Provincial Court last week on a charge alleging he sexually assaulted a patient during an examination at Sackville Memorial Hospital on February 12, 2025, with those charges brought forth in November. His lawyer delayed, telling the court the defense is still waiting for complete disclosure from the Crown. Surpal also faces separate sexual assault charges involving hospitals in both Edmundston, New Brunswick, and Amherst, Nova Scotia. While the allegations took place over a year and a half ago, none of the allegations have been proven in court. And onto some brighter news in health. The same court delay comes as Horizon Health Network is highlighting its broader work on quality, safety, and patient care. The Horizon Health Network says it has entered year 2 of its 2025 to 2030 strategic plan, with public reporting on quality, safety, patient experience, access to care, and innovation. Their plan says quality and safe, people-centered care is central to the organization's goals. The health authority says it is publicly tracking indicators including patient experience, hospital-acquired infection rates, falls, and alternate level of care patients. Finally, Horizon also says improving access to family doctors and timely emergency care remain top priorities across the network. And now, what was once an abandoned sandstone quarry is now being recognized as one of New Brunswick's standout parks. It's been less than a year since Quarry Park officially opened to the public, and it's already earning that provincial recognition. The park officially opened in the fall of 2025 on the former Picard Quarry property. The quarry operated from the 1880s until the 1970s, producing red sandstone used in buildings at both Mount Allison University and landmark projects including Ottawa's Dominion Observatory and Queen's Park in downtown Toronto. But today, the formal industrial site has been transformed into a naturalized park featuring an accessible trail from the Charlotte Street entrance, roughly a kilometer of rugged woodland paths, and interpretive panels highlighting both the site's history and the plants and wildlife that now call it home. Here's a clip from CBC's Matt Tunnicliffe speaking about the park last week on the This is New Brunswick podcast.
It's an unofficial park for 50 years, basically. Yeah. But now it's been cleaned up and beautiful interpretive signs, beautiful trails. It is a really beautiful interpretation and adaptation of a kind of vacant space.
Tunnicliffe also chose Quarry Park as one of his favorite parks in the province, saying its combination of local history and natural beauty makes it unique.
Last year, thanks to town and volunteers, the Quarry opened as an official park, and it's just a magical place full of history and memory of industry in times gone by. There's a lot of big pieces of wilderness in this province, but Quarry Park is something small and something we need more of.
The municipality of Tantramar says community volunteers and local organizations played a huge role in opening the park, creating trails, viewpoints, and interpretive features that preserve the site's industrial heritage while making it accessible for residents and visitors alike. Have you been to the park? If not, we recommend you check it out. That's it for today's local news. I'm Clinton Davis here in Tantramar.
And here is your CHMA Atlantic update for Thursday, July 9th. 3 people suspected of cocaine trafficking were scheduled to appear in a Montreal courtroom yesterday. Among the 3 accused is a 72-year-old man from Arterville, New Brunswick. They were arrested last week and have been charged with importing and trafficking cocaine. RCMP say they seized from a St. Sauveur home about 67 kilograms of cocaine, $115,000 in cash, firearm, ammunition, and several cell phones, among other items. Halifax police have recovered human remains near a lake on the outskirts of the city. The police force issued a statement yesterday saying the remains were found in the area of Long Lake near Old Sambo Road just before 8 a.m. Investigators had yet to identify the remains, but they say there's no evidence of foul play. The Nova Scotia Medical Examiner's Office has been called in to determine the cause of death. And a group representing about 6,000 Innu in southern Labrador has launched its own fishery without federal authorization. The Nunatukavu Community Council has been encouraging its members to fish together if they are worried about federal enforcement. Fisheries and Oceans Canada say any fishing under the council's harvesting plan is illegal. The council has been pushing for fishing rights as an Innu group despite lacking recognition by any federally recognized rights-holding Innu collective. And police in central Newfoundland have charged 2 people with stealing a dump truck. RCMP in Grand Falls, Windsor asked the public for help after the truck was stolen on Sunday. Police later arrested a 32-year-old woman from Grand Falls, Windsor, and a 33-year-old man from Gander. They were both released on conditions and are due back in court in November. The newest member of the Nova Scotia legislature has been sworn in. Claude Bourgeau won the newly created riding of Chéticamp-Marguerite Pleasant Bay last month. His swearing in means the governing Progressive Conservatives now hold 43 of the legislature's 56 seats. Bourgeau says he will advocate for better health care and roads in his Cape Breton riding. And finally, the city of Summerside in Western PEI is spending $1 million on a new program aimed at transforming its downtown. The growth program will support redevelopment, business growth, and property improvements. It's designed to encourage private investment and create a stronger downtown. And that is your CHMA Atlantic update.
Hello, I'm Gerald Dupman from Dupman Design, and you're listening to CHMA.
Got some weather for you coming up next. Let's run over to this is Environment Canada and let you know. A quick window check shows that it is a big, beautiful blue sky out there with some lovely, lovely clouds. So I'm going to think it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Let's hope it doesn't get too hot. Imagine we're saying that right now. We're on the other side of 20 degrees right now. Used to calling out minus 20, but here we are at 20 plus, and it doesn't look like it's going to stay that way, but it could. 30% chance of showers, and they got some thunder showers in there. Let's read what they're telling us. sunny early this morning, then a mix of sun and cloud with a 30% chance of showers late this afternoon. Risk of thunder showers late this afternoon. Some fog patches that won't be here in the morning. High of 28 today. Humidex says it'll feel like 34. A few clouds, increased cloudiness near midnight, then 60% chance of showers before morning. Risk of a thunder shower before morning. Low of 17. For Friday, July the 18th, showers ending in the afternoon and then cloudy. Risk of thunder shower in the morning and early in the afternoon, about 10 to 15 millimeters. High of 25. Humidex says it'll feel like 31. On Friday night, cloudy periods, a low of 14. Going into the weekend, a mix of sun and cloud, a high of 26, clear with a low of 12 on Saturday, July the 11th. Mix of sun and cloud and a high of 27 on the 12th of July, excuse me. Happy birthday, Obadiah. Sunday night, clear with a low of 12. And starting off next week, a mix of sun and cloud, high of 26, cloudy appears, a low of 15 on Monday night. So it looks like we'll have a beautiful week, possible rain this afternoon and maybe tomorrow morning, but otherwise we should be cool. All right. We'll have to tune in at 12 o'clock for your sports update. I'm getting a quick word here from Sumner. It's good to go? Okay. Oh, he says maybe not. Let's... well, it's importing, so let's just see if I can talk our way through it. Well, let's do a couple of community updates while we're waiting for the sports. There's things are happening. Let's go look at community updates from the municipality right now, as soon as I can bring that up for you. I love community radio because we can do this, and we know that you, dear listener, are going to go easy on us. Urban Sketchers in action. That's happening every Tuesday from 1 to 3 p.m. Local artists and community members gather to sketch the places, people, and stories that make Tantramar special. So they were over at Beardsley Grange in Sackville, and if you're interested in joining, you can reach out to Mark Feltner at markfeltneraquatics@gmail.com. And the other is that the municipality, as mentioned in Clinton's news, has sent out their thoughts with everyone impacted across the region by the tragic fatal collision that happened the other morning, July 7th, on Route 16 near Melrose, New Brunswick. There was a road closed yesterday, and they've got some great new promotions up for their summer active living. So you should run over to tantramar.nb.com and check that out. Lots of really great programs happening this summer, lots of them. And Festival by the Marsh is the business of the week. And I believe we have a sports update for you coming up right now. What do you say, Sumner? Can we go for it? All right, let's give it a shot. Let's try and see what we can do here and get a sports update for you. What do you say, Dr. Brian Nielsen? Can you let us know what the sports were? It's not working. Sorry, Sumner. I don't know why. No, we'll have to get to that at 12 o'clock. We're having a technical issue with the sports update.
Downtown San Francisco, Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Dylan Cease comes 3 outs shy of pitching the first solo no-hitter in Major League Baseball in over 2 years. Your Toronto Blue Jays end up defeating the San Francisco Giants 10-0. Giants recording that one hit. Cubs defeat the Orioles 9-7 in Baltimore. It was a 6-1 victory for the Tigers over the Athletics in the Motor City of Atlanta. Shutouts Pittsburgh 3-0 final there by the Allegheny. Marlins with a 2-0 victory over the Mariners. In South Florida, it was the Rays also winning by shutout. This time it was the New York Yankees not putting up a run. Rays moving to 54-36 with that 3-0 victory. Nationals 8-2 victors over the Astros. Mets with a 6-2 W over the Kansas City Royals at home at Citi Field. Reds with the 11-5 victory over the Philadelphia Phillies. Twins with a 1-run W getting past the Guardians 6-5 final there. Red Sox shut out the White Sox 5-0 final there. Cardinals defeat the Brewers 5-1. Dodgers 4-3 victory against the Colorado Rockies at home. Angels all over the Rangers in Arlington. 13-1 final there, and your San Diego Padres, even their record on the season, moving to 46-46 with a 10-4 victory over the Arizona Diamondbacks. In WNBA action yesterday, the Golden State Valkyries came to Toronto and slowed down the tempo of the tempo. Valkyries with the 83-75 victory. The Minnesota Lynx come back to defeat the Connecticut Sun in Connecticut, 86-80 final in that one, and it was the Los Angeles Sparks with the 106-92 victory over the Indiana Fever. And yesterday at Wimbledon, Alexander Zverev beats Tommy Fritz in straight sets. The number 2 seed advances 6-4, 6-4, 6-2. And little Mr. Ferry, a wild card combatant from Great Britain, he advances in straight sets 6-4, 7-6, 6-love to move on to the semifinals of Wimbledon, beating Frederick Cobolli. And by that score, the lowest remaining non-seeded player is the Great Britain hopeful.
And that was Brian Nielsen with your sports update. Of course, thanks to Sumner and Pellegrino DePar for being the technical producer on that. And you can tune in each weekday morning at 8:45-ish for Sumner and Brian giving you your best sports update. Got a couple of announcements coming up, and then we'll move out of the news and into some music for you.
Hey, this is Nana from Sussex, and you're listening to CHMA.
Duckies is happy to announce a musical event on July 15th, featuring Ontario-born bands Wax Mannequin and The Kettle Black. These two will combine art punk, heavy prog, and cutting lyrics into a killer, unpredictable show. The doors open at 8 p.m. and the cover cost is $10 or pay what you can. Festival by the Marsh is proud to announce Now and Forever, a musical tribute to Anne Murray, created and hosted by Charlie Rindress. This tribute is part of the Festival by the Marsh Summer Series, running July 7th to July 25th. The show features stories from Anne's life, as well as 20 of her greatest hits, performed by Jenny Del Monte, Mirren Lithwick, Heather McIntyre, and Carly Varner Jodrey. It will be playing at the Sackville Curling Club on Sunday, July 19th from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Tickets start from $27.96 per person and can be found on their website, www.festivalbythemarsh.com.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantchamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
On weekdays at 1 p.m., Democracy Now! Produces a daily global independent news hour hosted by award-winning journalists Amy Goodman and Juan Gonzalez. Tune in to listen to a diversity of voices speaking for themselves, providing a unique and sometimes provocative perspective on global events.
Guess we're finding a new way to succumb. I'm still waiting for this day to come. You're a poet and you're rage from young. Never have the words to say I'm so numb. piece of paper that you torn, 'cause it's overflowing doors. Same thing as before. Only never you. Guess it's me who has the flaws. Would you grab me in your arms? Guess we'll never know. We'll never know. So we move on. To give another chance. Been too long. And second hand. Another chance to say nothing. Another loss so you can bear. They say the only way is to move on. Every road will take me here once more. 'Cause you never said your pride's never failing, so I leave mine at the door. Then I agree that less is more. Can't make it through every wall. Here's a picture that you torn, 'cause it's all revolving doors. Same thing as before. Only never you. Guess it's me who has the flaws. Would you crown me in your arms? Guess I've always known, always known. So we move on. To give another chance. Been too long. And second hand. Another chance to say nothing. Another loss so you can bear. They say the only way is to move on. I wanna fly a plane to heaven, tearing at the air for far from we couldn't even get it. I know I've gone wrong. Let's restart. Another year gone by. Nothing matters. Waiting around to die. See what happens after. Battalions of angels marching from on high, sail above us. It's just sky. Tonight I'm gonna meet my maker. Just a line and speed lake. Problem for the undertaker. From the outset,
was My Maker from Snail Mail. Snail Mail is a name that you might be familiar with if you've been checking out all the festivals in the past couple of years. They are coming out of the States. They are Lindsay Aaron Jordan, born in Ellicott City in Maryland, currently signed to Matador Records. Paste Magazine calls Jordan one of indie rock's greatest secret weapons, and that is a new track that was just released just a little while ago, I believe in March perhaps, off the album Ricochet. So yeah, there you go, Snail Mail. We are going to, I should let you know, Anis Cardo before that with the track Secondhand, starting off this music set that we have. It's 9:27. I have going to take a quick little look over some new tracks that we've had added with our community interns. Sumner and Haley have been working really hard to keep us up to date on great music. And if you didn't know, we have a bunch of rotations that we've kind of focused on. And that is the morning mix for Canadian and non-Canadian. Those are two separate things that we put playlists together for. And then in the afternoon, and then in the evening, and then we have our specialty curated mixes that we keep up to date, like the evening and a few other ones. But yeah, so this is fairly new, these songs. We've got for the next half hour, we're going to play all these new tracks. I have Frankie Rose with Can't Be Wrong, Flora Hibbard with Ache, Takua Matsumoto with Song of the Ocean, Alex versus Alex with Garden, and Born at Midnight with I Haven't Forgotten You, if we'll have enough time to squeeze that in. So that is just to put we got a new track from Phoebe Bridges, but we're probably not going to get that today, but maybe later on, but you will hear it in rotation. But all that is to just tell you that we work very hard to keep the music updated here on the Voice of the Marshes, and Sumner and Haley are doing a great job to help contribute to that. It is a lot of work to dig for these things and get it out there, so you can feel comfortable knowing that when you turn into the Voice of the Marshes, you're listening to some of the most exciting new music out there today. So without further ado, this is Can't Be Wrong from Frankie Rose, and then we have Flora Hibbard with Ache. And I'll just give a shout out to Kirk Ferguson as well. Last night, a great show, 6 p.m. Cool Pop focuses on new pop music from around the world. And I really enjoyed Kirk's show last night. And also, Jim and Kathy were on with Heart of a Songwriter. Don't forget to check out our summer schedule. The update is posted on our website. And of course, our brand new Spiffy player on our website, if you open it up, if you just click on Listen Live, it'll come up and it'll tell you the shows that are coming up in the next few hours, I believe for the rest of the day, depending. I think if maybe you get in there a bit too early, it'll only populate 12 things. But it's a great way to find out what is coming up. And we do have lots of great programming this summer. Can't Be Wrong, Frankie Rose from the album Can't Be Wrong, here on the Voice of the Marshes.